It's CCSD Today, your insider's guide to the Charleston County School District. This week, we visit North Charleston High School and talk with Principal Henry Darby. Then, we'll learn all about a very special house being built by Stall High School. And we take a trip to Mary Ford Elementary and talk with the new principal, who's also a familiar face. CCSD Today starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to CCSD Today. I'm your host, Everett German. Well, coming up on today's show, we're going to venture around North Charleston. We'll go to Stall High School, North Charleston High School, as well as Mary Ford Elementary School. We'll take a break. You're watching CCSD Today.
The law firm of Young Clement Rivers has been serving the Charleston Low Country since 1968. All of the lawyers of Young Clement Rivers are proud to be partners with the Charleston County School District. We're convinced that the hard work of the school district employees and staff prepares our young people to face the challenges of the future. We look forward to continuing our partnership and in helping the school district to meet its standard of excellence.
Welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. Everett German sitting in for Erica Taylor for CCSD Today, where excellence is our standard. As you can see, we're over at North Charleston High School, and we're with the interim principal, Henry Darby. Mr. Darby, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, let's talk about this, Mr. Darby. It's maybe around Christmas time. You're over at Fort Dorchester as the assistant principal. Lo and behold, here we are in April, and you're now the principal at North Charleston High School. How did all of that come about?
Well, first, let me say that I consider it a privilege and an honor to be here. For a number of years, I have been asked by various entities and persons to give Charleston County another chance and vice versa since my being at Fort Dorchester High School. At this stage in my life, I decided just to come on back home because this is the county which educated me.
You know, you talk about being from this area. This school means so much to you. I think it's so important to have someone who grew up here.
Yes, sir.
Talk about just some of the challenges that you're facing and some of the things you hope to accomplish to really get North Charleston back to where you remember it.
Well, firstly, the discipline infractions, they have to be lowered, and we are going to raise teacher morale. But my mission and my vision, it may be a very difficult one. It's almost like it can be akin to beating the unbeatable foe, and that is we are going to work toward a 100% graduation rate, sir. And not only to graduate, but to graduate academically to the point that all of our students would be able to serve this community and beyond, and all to overcome any obstacles which come their way, sir.
You know, you talk about community, and I've heard you say that word a couple of times already. In all schools, community is so important, but especially here in North Charleston.
Yes, sir.
I know you had a meeting last week in terms of meeting the community, and
yes,
how
sir.
can the community here around this North Charleston High School help you with your mission?
Well, basically, my leadership is one of collaboration and collegiality. That's what I believe in. So the community will serve as various stakeholders to give us their input and some things that we need to do. So I would invite their opinions, invite their rationale of how North Charleston High School can become a better school. So with that in place, I think we would be able to grow. We are not going to be an administration that we're simply going to do what we want to do without input from the community and all other stakeholders.
You know, you took over in February, the position here,
Yes,
not
sir.
a lot of time in terms of this actual school year, but as you look forward, and I know there's a lot of bigger things that you want to do, you talked about the disciplinary and the teacher morale.
Yes,
what are
sir.
some of the other initiatives, that positive things that are going on here that you hope to accomplish before June and this school year ends?
Well, hopefully we are going to begin having clubs here. There were just a couple of clubs, but we're going to have our senior class officers, junior class officers, as well as freshmen and sophomore to have those elections done. We're going to also have various clubs in terms of students' input, as well as to have every teacher to sponsor a club. Because there are very few things for the students to do, and I'm not casting dispersion on the former administration. but there were a few things for the kids to do. So we're going to open up the way for them to do many other things.
When you're in a position as you are at principal here at North Charleston High School, do you almost feel like you also, because when you look at the demographics, in addition to being a principal, you kind of have to be a father to some, a leader? Talk about that pressure of being more than just somebody who's the principal at the school.
We wear so many hats here. I haven't seen this type of culture in quite a while. The belligerent behavior, kids acting so vituperatively towards one another and toward my teachers, to the point that something had to be done about that. So we will act as a father figure, mentor. Under my administration, we are going to provide jobs. So far, we have been guaranteed 35 jobs with the county for our students, those who are desirous and those who are well behaved and dress well. They will have jobs at the county making $10 an hour, 20 hours a week. So that is something beyond the classroom walls that we can do for our children. And I must also say that the teachers here, they're just not teachers. I mean, they are moms, they are dads. They forge a relationship, and that's what I try to give toward my teachers, to have relationships, rigor, as well as relevance. So it's a task, but we up for the challenge, sir.
When it's all said and done and your time is up here at North Charleston, whenever that may be, what are 3 things that you hope to accomplish in terms of leaving North Charleston better than you found it?
Well, I really hope to change the demographics. That's one. I also like for this school to have an IB program, International Baccalaureate program, as well to return to the legacy of yesteryear, because North Charleston High School has always been an outstanding school within the community and within the state, as a guiding example. So those would be the 3 things that I would look forward to, sir.
Well, Mr. Darby, we so much appreciate you joining us here on CCSD today, and couldn't think of a better person to put in this position for this role. As Mr. Darby said, North Charleston, in the years past, one of the top schools in the state, and I also think about it from a athletic standpoint as well.
Yes, sir.
Some proud programs
Yes, sir.
there. So a little bit of a challenge, but it seems like you're up to it. So best of luck to you.
Thank you very much,
just
sir.
Thank you for taking some time today.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right,
You're very
that's
kind.
Henry Darby, the principal here at North Charleston High School, joining us on CCSD Today. We'll take a break. More of the show coming up after this. You're watching CCSD Today, where excellence is our standard. We'll be right back.
I did not choose teaching so much as I think teaching chose me. I love it. I don't consider it so much a job as I do a passion. One of the most important things is getting to know the kids so I can be a better teacher and I can help them feel successful and I can help them feel confident in just being who they are, accepting who they are, accepting and celebrating their differences. It's been an amazing environment, a great community. I couldn't be more proud representing Charleston County.
Kids learn it at their own pace, to remediate on their own, see their own results, celebrate their successes right there.
I think it's easier for me to do things like online, like it captures my attention better than like doing it in books.
It's just made it easy. It is. It's made it easy, and the kids like it.
There are a lot of pictures. Sometimes it can be really funny, and some stories are make-believe.
I would never have believed that we would be a school that would be fully, implementing technology in every classroom. So we did it, and it's due to McGraw-Hill.
Welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today, where excellence is our standard. I'm Everett German. I'm joined along by Jeremy Carrick, the new principal at R.B. Stahl High School. Jeremy, just on the job for a little over 3 months, took over the head position there for Kim Wilson. And first of all, Jeremy, welcome to the show, but more importantly, congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you very much. I've been at Stahl High School for 6 years, was able to serve under Mr. Kim Wilson, and really excited about my opportunity to serve as principal at R.B. Stahl High School for our students and our families.
Now, as you guys can see, we're not at the school, actually here at a lot, but a very significant lot, because this is going to be the site of we're going to call it the Stahl Home, but more importantly, it's a Project Home campaign going on. Stahl High School, they're going to already have purchased this land. And first of all, Mr. Carrick, talk a little bit about what's going to take place here really within the next 3 to 4 months.
A vision that Mr. Wilson brought to Stahl High School is to have an opportunity and a place for students to have a safe environment to live while they finished and graduated from high school. We began this about 18 months ago. We got a group of caring adults together. We started looking and exploring developing a group for this Project Home to begin.
Now, talk about the actual students that will have the opportunity to take advantage of this building once it's completed, this home.
Well, R.B. Stahl High School is going to be looking for those students that maybe are going through a difficult time. They're 18 years or older gentlemen and need a place to live, really looking for resolving that problem for homelessness, which is a very difficult challenge to overcome for students. Project Home, and this home that's going to be built on this site behind us, is going to allow us to provide these students with a place to live in a safe environment while they continue getting their education and completing high school with their high school diploma.
Well, as we all know, homelessness and obviously hunger are major issues going on, not only in Charleston County, but across the country. And, you know, sometimes we talked a little bit about it, Jeremy. If it's a situation where you have to pick school over possibly working or having a safe place to stay, unfortunately, school loses. This will give these kids an opportunity to not have to pick between the two.
Absolutely. We really want to see 100% of our students at Stahl High School graduate from high school successfully, and this is allowing us to overcome one of those barriers, one of those very challenging barriers. So if we can provide them with any of their needs that help them continue to pursue their education, that's what we hope to do from this. So we saw that need at Stahl High School. Mr. Wilson saw that need and decided this was the right thing for us to be able to provide this opportunity for several of our students.
Now, talk a little bit about how someone could take advantage of. Is there an application? Do they have to come register? Kind of walk us through, once the home is built, how someone can actually partake in the home.
Yeah, we're going to be limited to probably about 4 or 5 slots for this home. So we are going to have an application process when the home comes up. Hopefully right at the beginning of the 17-18 school year in August, we're hoping that this home is complete and we can begin receiving those applications. We'll also have house parents that will be residing here as well, and we'll ask for folks to apply that could kind of serve as that positive role model for these students who are going to be residing in our Project Home.
You know, I've been affiliated with Charleston County School District for some time now, and to my knowledge, I can't think of any other type of project like this across the county. Is this the first one for Charleston County School District?
Yeah, definitely the first time that we've been able to provide this opportunity for students in CCSD. We did obtain this idea from a conference that Mr. Wilson attended in a different part of the country. We'd just like to bring that back here and see it benefit our students in CCSD.
Now, you've mentioned in 4 or 5 males obviously taking place, and it has to be 18 or older. So, of course, the one question that everybody's going to want to know, what if you're 18 or over female? Are there any plans to possibly come up with something for them?
Yeah, this is something that we want to get started and see how it works for our students. We've been it's been really positive to see the momentum and the excitement around this home, but I definitely think that this can serve for a model to benefit all of our students.
All right, so now it's the April-ish right now, so when do you expect this home to be completed?
Well, as you can see behind us, the ground has been broken, and they are in the building process. So this is scheduled to be finished over the summer, right at the beginning of the school year. So we would like to see all the things in place to get this started in the 17-18 school year.
Now, if there's someone out there watching this program right now, watching this segment, and they want to help, they want to contribute, because like you said, the land's already been paid for, but there'll still be some other expenses on the backside. How can someone get involved and help with this project?
Excellent question. We actually have a website up and running. We've been had some great business partners. I want to especially thank our Charleston Auto Auction, who's been a consistent partner for us. But we want to invite anyone that has the heart to donate to this project to be able to visit our website at www.charleston www.projecthomesc.com, and there's a donate click button right on there, so they can just select that and donate whatever amount. Any amount will help, but we're still collecting those funds so that we can continue to provide utilities and food and support for the students once the home is built.
All right, so once again, that website, www.projecthomesc.com. And Jeremy, this is very, very exciting. I mean, obviously we'll come back at the later part of this year once the home is completed to kind of show now, looking forward to what we'll see in August. But again, congratulations on being named the new principal at Stahl, and best of luck with this project and just the continued success for all the students in Charleston County School District, and specifically those at RB Stahl.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming out and talking about this. It's something that's dear to our hearts at Stahl High School for each one of our students, and thank you for coming out and speaking with me today.
All right, that's Jeremy Carrick, the new principal over at RB Stahl High School, joining us here on CCSD Today, where excellence is our standard. We'll take a break. More of the show coming up after this. You're watching CCSD Today.
Kiowa Cares represents a really unique way and an organized way for folks who live here on Kiowa to connect, partner, and help those who live in our neighborhood, which includes Johns and Wabula Island.
And the idea was that many, many people who live on Kiowa very generously work as individuals in the community. But we felt as a community association, we needed to do more in a unified way to be good neighbors. And out of that came the idea of Kiowa Cares.
They brought volunteers, but most of all, they brought love. They showed love and they said, we want to be a good neighbor, and they have been a good neighbor to me and to this community.
Kiowa Cares quickly jumped on board and was really excited about the idea of supporting the local farmers and supporting the Johns Island community as well.
We're excited about the partnership, and we are in constant communication, updating them on things that we are working on, areas where I continue to see improvement, I share with them. And so it's like we are in tune, working together, one common goal, and it's all beginning to come together.
What it means to me to be a part of Kiowa Cares is I'm able to do things I wouldn't normally have done on my own. I get the sense of community when I work with them.
We're trying to put good people in touch with organizations that could use their help.
Welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. We're now over at Mary Ford Elementary School, and as you can see, we're joined by Ladine Conroy, the new principal here at Mary Ford, an old guest of the show. The last time we caught up with Ms. Conroy, she was over at Murray Lassane. And so, first of all, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Ladine, as we mentioned, we're here at Mary Ford Elementary. You took over here in October. Coming in the middle of the school year's already started. Just talk about the challenge of not having everything in place once school started and kind of coming in the middle of the school year.
Well, I think one thing you do when you come in as a leader in the middle of the year, you jump in, you observe for a day, you take that home and really isolate some areas that you know right away are major concerns, and then you start to put systems in place. And clearly, the systems in place is what really initially helped our school get back on track. Also setting high expectations for everyone, our staff, our teachers. I feel blessed to be with the group of teachers I'm with and the paraprofessionals. It's a really solid team. Everybody was focused, really yearning and wanting a new way of looking at things and knowing that things were going to be put in place and promises kept. So that was a good part of the beginning, to just give them that satisfaction of knowing change will take place and for the good for them and for students. Parents, some of the parents knew me when I was principal at Goodwin. So that was I guess my favorite part of this. I would see parents from down the hall and they would recognize me and they'd put their hands over their heart and say, well, we know her. She was our principal at Goodwin. And so I said, hi, Mom, how are you? They go, we love her. So I think the community, once the word was out, I think I was embraced right away by the families and community members. We have a wonderful school improvement council with so many council members that have actually lived in this community forever, sitting on it. And so I have just been so taken with them and they with my energy. So that's been a great a gift for the school. So we're in a very fortunate position. You know, we have so many services for our children that wrap around. So now getting behavior in check was a goal. While we still have days that rock and roll occasionally, the students are so responsible and respectful. They don't feel good about a decision they make when it's a poor choice. So that's good. So we're building conscience here. We do second steps. We started that with just our youngest, but mid-year we put it for every grade. So we do that. We do a wraparound through the related arts and then do the 4 lessons following that, which is really a social skills program that the district really loves and I think is going to implement across our district. So we've really piloted that in a heavy way at our school. And then of course the academics. We have to be rigorous with our academics. So I work hard to do the training on Wednesdays with my teachers, and so that we really can get our behavior under our belt and we know how to build that relationship, to restore relationships and bring children back in, not having them abandoned from the classroom or from instruction, so that they know they're always included. And then the second piece is to make sure that our lessons are filled with rigor, not with something that is just meaningful. I want to say meaningful lessons, connected, integrated. If we don't raise that level of expectation with this beautiful library and the books in here, and we just spent, I gave my media specialists quite a bit of money to buy more books because I want to have a fortified and rich library for our students. They should love reading. This should be the pulse of the school. So I want it to be the heart of where the direction our school is going.
Obviously, I can tell you're very passionate about it. I guess, you know, you probably could be a principal at any school in the school district, but you like the schools that are somewhat of a challenge.
I
Talk
love
about
them.
that for you.
It is in my blood. I wish I could tell you that it could leave me, but I can't. When I get a phone call from one of the superintendents asking or sharing with me there's going to be a new work for me, I'm intrigued. I get a little anxiety, like stage fright, which I love. And I just think, I wonder what it's going to be. And I always say, don't even tell me where it is until the day before. So I love going in as kind of cold turkey, just dropped in. So I feel like kind of a Navy SEAL, you know, coming out of the plane, getting dropped into the school. And then it's just wonderful to work with my administrators. I have 2 interns under me right now and my assistant principal. It's great to be able to guide leadership in a school for others to see how I work the system and work in my schools, because I want them to be able to take over. I want them to be able to lead on beyond me. I won't be here forever, and I know that. I'm hoping they always call me back, you know, because I just don't get tired.
Right.
But I love it. I love it. Watching the children's faces, within a week you fall in love with the children. I watch my teachers, I see the nods and affirmations, so I think I must be saying something right, because they're going home late in the day at 5 or 6 when we're still training, and they're saying yes. And that to me is what this is about. It is about the children.
Well, thank you so much, Ladine. I can tell your energy, and if everyone feeds off of you, whether it be the students or the staff, the community, it's going to be a good time here at Mary Ford Elementary School.
Thank you.
All right, that's Ladine Conroy, the principal here at Mary Ford, joining us here on CCSD Today. We'll take a break. More when we come back. You're watching CCSD Today, where excellence is our standard. We'll be right back.
Some problems are tough. Reaching your customers shouldn't be. Blue Wave and Comcast have the creative edge to make you stand out from the crowd and connect with your customers. Whether you need a commercial for television, video for your website, or a custom-made website, we are the easy solution for every advertising problem.
And welcome back, everyone, to CCSD Today. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. A special thank you to Jeremy Carrick, the principal over at Stall High School, Henry Darby, the principal at North Charleston High School, and Ladine Conroy, the principal at Mary Ford, for joining us on today's show. Thanks for watching CCSD Today. We'll see you next time.